Discipline, the skill that changes everything. Have you ever told yourself, tomorrow I'll start, tomorrow I'll work out, tomorrow I'll study, tomorrow I'll stop wasting time, tomorrow I'll finally become the person I want to be. And then tomorrow comes, and you do the exact same thing. You wake up motivated, you make a plan. You tell yourself this time will be different, but then your alarm goes off. You're tired. Your phone is right next to it, and suddenly that goal that felt so important yesterday doesn't seem so important anymore. So you hit snooze. You scroll. You procrastinate. And you tell yourself, I'll do it later. But here's the problem. Later is where dreams go to die. Not because you aren't capable, not because you aren't talented, but because you keep waiting to feel like doing the work. And that is exactly why discipline matters. Motivation is just not enough. Motivation feels incredible. It makes you believe you can change your entire life overnight. You watch a motivational video. You hear someone talk about success. You imagine the person you could become. And for a moment, you feel unstoppable. But motivation has a weakness. It disappears. Some days you'll wake up excited. Other days you'll wake up exhausted. Some days studying will feel easy. Other days you'll stare at the same page for 20 minutes. Some days training will feel incredible. Other days you'll want to stay home. And if your progress depends on motivation, you'll only make progress when you feel good. Discipline changes that. Discipline says, I don't need to feel like doing it. I just need to do it. That is the difference. Discipline is doing what you said you would do. Think about a promise you make to someone else. If you tell your friend, I'll be there at 5, you try to be there at 5. But what about the promises you make to yourself? I'm going to study tonight. I'm going to train today. I'm going to stop wasting hours on my phone. I'm going to wake up early. How seriously do you take those promises? Because every time you tell yourself you'll do something and then don't, you teach yourself that your own words don't matter. But every time you keep a promise to yourself, even a small one, you build trust in yourself. You become someone who can say, if I decide to do it, I'll do it. And that is true power. Discipline doesn't mean being perfect. Here's something important. Discipline does not mean you never fail. You will have bad days. You'll procrastinate. You'll miss workouts. You'll lose focus. You'll make mistakes. That doesn't mean you're undisciplined forever. The difference is what happens next. An undisciplined mindset says, I messed up, so I might as well quit. A disciplined mindset says, I messed up, now I'm getting back on track. One bad day doesn't destroy your progress, but turning one bad day into one bad week, and one bad week into one bad month can. So don't chase perfection, chase consistency. The hard part about discipline is starting. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is, I need to be motivated before I start. Usually, it's the opposite. You don't start because you're motivated. You become motivated because you start. Think about running. The hardest part might be putting on your shoes. Studying, the hardest part might be opening the book. Training, the hardest part might be walking through the door. Once you start, resistance usually gets smaller. So don't ask, do I feel like doing this? Ask, what is the next thing I need to do? Don't think about the entire workout. Do the first exercise. Don't think about studying for 3 hours. Study for the first 10 minutes. Don't think about changing your entire life. Make the next good decision, then make another, then another. That's how discipline is built. Surprisingly, discipline gives you freedom. This might sound strange. You might think discipline makes your life more restrictive, but real discipline creates freedom. If you have discipline with your money, you have more financial freedom. If you have discipline with school, you have more opportunities. If you have discipline with your time, you have more control over your day. If you have discipline with your training, you become more capable. Discipline isn't about controlling every second of your life. It's about being in control of yourself. Your phone shouldn't control you. Your emotions shouldn't control every decision. Comfort shouldn't control your future. You should be able to decide, this is what I want, and then actually move toward it. Your future self is watching. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. Not the perfect version, just the person you're becoming. That person is being created right now. Every time you choose to study instead of procrastinating, you are creating that person. Every time you train instead of making an excuse, you are creating that person. Every time you get back up after failing, you are creating that person. Your future isn't suddenly going to appear one morning. It's being built quietly, decision by decision, day by day. And eventually, people will look at you and say, wow, you're disciplined. But they won't see all the moments that created it. They won't see the mornings you didn't want to get up. They won't see the nights you wanted to quit. They won't see the times you chose the harder option when nobody was watching. But you will. And that's what makes discipline meaningful. So start today. You don't need a new year. You don't need Monday. You don't need the perfect schedule. You don't need another motivational video. You need one decision. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. One. And do it. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Because discipline isn't built during the moments when everything is easy. It's built when you have a reason to quit and decide not to. You don't have to become a completely different person overnight. Just become slightly better at keeping your promises to yourself. Then do it again tomorrow, and the day after that, and eventually something changes. You stop asking, can I do this? And you start saying, I do this. That's when discipline stops being something you're trying to develop and becomes part of who you are. So when your alarm goes off tomorrow morning, when you don't feel motivated, when the work gets difficult, when your mind says, just do it later, remember this. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel motivated. You just need to make the decision. Get up and start. And keep the promise you made to yourself. Because your future is not built by what you intend to do. It's built by what you actually do. And the person you become is determined by the choices you make when nobody's watching. So choose discipline, not because it's easy, but because the life you want is worth the effort. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need it.